what was fascinating about it was that it was a investigation of a certain intellectual milieu, but also a wonderful descent from this civilization into the animal, from intellect into the emotion, and also it being done with a massive amount of dark but real humour. He is an intellectual who is undergoing a massive instinctive reaction to his feelings at the time, rather than sitting down drawing up a graph of how he's going to present these problems. You know, again, we always expect the intellectual to be measured in their response and to be eloquent. He's eloquent, but he loses a lot of that because what he's saying is so alarming and so profound. I mean, I don't know how much you want to give away. I mean, it's, you know, but he says, you know, two massively profound, life-changing things, and everybody has to deal with it. You know, they are, you know, again, in this present climate, seismic things come up, that he says, that threaten everybody's status quo feeling. It's almost like the tectonic plates have gone, and that's why I think it gloriously descends into this lunacy of language and passion that collides so wonderfully and so fun and so amusingly, I should imagine, from a spectator's sport. It's a bit like watching an intellectual passion car crash, you know.
Oh, how long have they been married for? We did work all this out.
Yeah, we
didn't
said
we?
sort of 30-odd years, didn't we? Coming in around the 30 plus, you know, area. Long time. University sort of thing. Maybe not together from the same university, but came together around then. So more or less all their adult lives, really.
Yeah. I think we have grown up together in that sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And been on a long journey, obviously childless marriage with all of the subtextual complexities of that, and discussions and so on, sacrifice, all these things, you know. So, yeah, they are, to intent and purpose, a very strong combined duo.
Well, the story turns around her predicament. I think she's in an impossible, as a human being, she's in an impossible situation, and it's a very surprising situation. It's a very modern situation, and it's a very, actually, I don't know if it is that modern, but it's certainly one that a lot of women are facing, or certain aspects of her predicament are. A lot of women face them, this sort of the fight, the energy that you have to employ to get to the top of your game when you are born female is just much harder to get to become a minister or shadow minister, or you know, or anything at the top. It's just much harder. And so I was particularly, I mean, that speaks to me, you know, as they say. So great to be able to play characters that want to win something, and that aren't, for me anyway, one of the great pleasures is playing a character that isn't browbeaten and isn't. I mean, she's in a predicament. It is a drama. There are all sorts of things that aren't turning out the way she expects, but she's not a victim, which is great to play women. This film has got 4 women's parts that are fantastic, and you know, we treasure that because they are rare. That's what really clever people do is they hire the right people. So with this wonderful DOP, you know, you can see that the light is just gorgeous, and shooting it in black. I mean, we're shooting in colour, but it will be in black and white and all those things. It's just so exciting. It's so thrilling to be involved in something which is really, we are doing what we want to do. We're all doing what we want to do. That no one's making any, well, I'm sure Sally is making compromises. I'm sure she'd prefer to shoot this film in 6 weeks. Or maybe she wouldn't. I think there's something really exciting about shooting something with such a kind of urgency to it. We're all having a great time, which is so often not the case.